Just like how a new trampoline is stiff when it's first used, after these bats get broken in a bit, the ball just springs off the bat. I'm here at Tempe Diablo Stadium. Just got done watching the Reds versus the Angels. Game was kind of a snooze fest. The score was only 2-1. ASU's basketball team has finished the first half of its Pac-10 schedule, and it hasn't been any good. I'm over here on the east side of the lot at Harold's Corral, and I'm going to get the Western terms of how far apart these two restaurants really are. 5, 6, 31, 32, 33, 71, 72. It only took me 72 paces from Harold's Corral right across the lot here to Buffalo Chip Saloon, which begs the question, is this place big enough for the both of them? But I'm gonna go play some catch with the Angels shortstop. I'll send it back to you guys. Live at Tempe Diablo Stadium, I'm Dan Nettles, Cronkite Sports. Guess who's at the top of the Pacific Division? It rhymes with, well, nothing really, but it's the Coyotes. I'll tell you how they get to the top when we get back. Ilya Bryzgalov. I just wish he would stop being so good for the Yotes so I don't have to say that name anymore. But that wasn't how it was last night. Bryzgalov was dominant again as the Coyotes towed up against Ovechkin and the Capitals. Last season, the Suns scraped and crawled all the way to the conference finals, but right now, they're not even playoff eligible. Even though they're sitting at 10th in the West, things are finally coming together for the team that keeps getting taken apart. They took the court last night against Golden State, and Nash hit the hardwood to the tune of Happy Birthday. He's 37 years young, and he's still defying time, staying true to those nasty roots. Here was one of my favorite ones. I want to thank Butler and UConn for making me never want to watch basketball again. Now that one's a little extreme, but for those who feel like Jason Good, there's still hope for a good basketball game tonight. And if it's adopted next season, Arizona would be the 9th state in the country to use the shot clock. And personally, guys, I think it would be a good idea. Might make the games a little bit more competitive, you know, more shots.
A lot more action, I think.
Wow, that was such a great game. And it's the momentum from that win that is carrying over into spring practice right now. As you can see over here, the Sun Devils are all padded up and ready to go. Today marks the start of spring practice. You guys, I wish I would have known about that. I would have gone out there and tried out.
We could have had you be on the majors. We could be cheering you every game.
I could have been the diamond in the rough they're looking for. Two Western-style bars, which also happen to cater to certain NFL teams.
We were voted the best place in Arizona to watch a Packer game.
We're known as the best Steeler bar in Arizona, actually maybe in the whole United States.
The showdown is set. 2 bars, 2 teams, and only 1 parking lot. I'm over here on the east side of the lot at Harold's Corral, and I'm gonna get the Western terms of how far apart these two restaurants really are. 5, 6, 31, 32, 33, 71, 72. It only took me 72 paces from Harold's Corral right across the lot here to Buffalo Chip Saloon, which begs the question, is this place big enough for the both of them? Danny, the owner of Harold's Corral, thinks black and gold fans will overpower the pack.
We're going to bring over 3,500 fans here, so I think we'll outnumber them in fans, in passion and spirit.
Those are fighting words, but Larry, the owner of Buffalo Chip Saloon, knows it's all for sport.
It has turned into quite a rivalry, but we want to make it a friendly rivalry.
Which is why both owners got together and decided to turn this duel in the desert into a good cause.
We're doing a canned food drive for the Foothills Food Bank.
Whatever fans bring and donates the most food to the local Foothills Food Bank, they'll be crowned as the best fans in Arizona.
While one Super Bowl team must lose, these two bars figured out how the West could be won. In Cave Creek, Dan Nettles, Cronkite News. Ethan comes to Big League Dugout in Scottsdale twice a week to improve his hitting. He's wielding a composite baseball bat in the practice cage, but when it's his turn in the batter's box, a composite bat won't be in his hands.
Little League just passed a deal that Little Leagues can no longer use composite bats. They can only just use aluminum bats.
Composite bats are made of different materials, but most are formed with metal, carbon fiber, and fiberglass.
Composite bats, as they break in, they get hotter, or there's more of a rebound effect.
Just like how a new trampoline is stiff when it's first used, after these bats get broken in a bit, the ball just springs off the bat.
That's where that extra little jump off the bat gets, or the competitive advantage, I guess, with a composite bat.
While James Lyons enjoys watching his son smack the ball, he agrees that the decision to ban these bats could be a good one.
Every year I think there are pitchers who do get harmed by the ball coming back very quickly towards them. So I think that anything they can do at this age to make it safer is very important.
He says he knows the kids want to hit it further and harder, but it's also important to keep them safe.
As much as they're in competition, it really is about fun at this stage, and it shouldn't be dangerous.
And banning these high-tech bats is the first step. In Scottsdale, Dan Nettles, Cronkite News.
All right, good job. Let's pick these up.